You feel this crushing weight coming down on your chest. Like if you don't get out of that chair, you're not going to live.
Felt like you were having a heart attack, you couldn't breathe. It felt like you were dying.
To this day, I would still answer that, no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with what that spirit did.
My ghost story began when a spirit possessed my wife at the Palmer House Hotel. You okay?
No. I saw a book on haunted hotels in Minnesota and found the Palmer House Hotel. So we called up and stayed for a night.
I didn't know what to expect when I came to the Palmer House. To me, it was just an old hotel. I didn't expect to see anything there, ever.
We had no idea what we were in for. The Palmer House Hotel was built upon the ashes of the Sauk Centre Hotel, which burned down in the late 1800s. The Sauk Centre Hotel was a brothel.
When you first walk into the Palmer House, you can feel a presence. As you sit at the bar, you look at the open door that goes to the stairs, and there always seems like there's somebody looking in, staring at you. Somebody actually caught this image of a shadow figure walking back and forth in the pub where there shouldn't be anybody there.
Watching that shadow go from one area to the other, it's a little freaky, but it validates the fact that there are multiple presence there. We asked the owner which was the most haunted room, and she said room 13. So that's the room that we rented for the evening.
About 2 a.m., I was awoken by this cart sound. It was so loud.
There is no cart anywhere, so the creaking of the squeaky wheels made no sense.
After so many unexplained things, I decided to put a recorder outside our room in the hallway and let it run all night long. When I heard the recording, I was shocked.
It's extremely clear on the recording. It's son of a stop.
It's really amazing to actually capture something that shouldn't be there, because I had never experienced anything like that.
We were utterly amazed. We were like, whoa, where did that come from? And then we actually called the owner of the hotel and asked, was there anybody really down the hall? And there wasn't. There was no one else in the hotel at that time except us.
In the morning, the wife and I were walking around. I was just snapping pictures. And there's this chair on the second floor that has this really creepy feeling. When you sit on it, you feel like somebody's pressing down on your chest.
I've never felt anything like I did when I sat in that chair. You feel like you're gasping for air, and you know you've got to get out of the chair, but you can't.
It felt like you're having a heart attack. You couldn't breathe. It felt like you were dying.
You feel this crushing weight coming down on your chest, like if you don't get out of that chair, you're not going to live.
I had such a strange feeling in that chair that I wanted to get a picture of it.
My husband went up the stairs a little bit, kind of took a picture, kind of looking down toward it.
When I got home, I was reviewing the pictures, and in the picture, I could see the chair and this little fake fireplace and this mirror.
We started looking at the photos. He said, look at what's in the mirror. What is that? And as you look at the picture and you look in the mirror, you can see the silhouette of a spirit. And to me, it looks like the spirit of a young girl with, kind of flowing hair.
The first time I saw the picture of the little girl in the window, I thought it must be something wrong with my camera.
He's a complete skeptic. He thinks there's always a scientific reason for everything.
But when I zoomed in on the actual window, I could see it was clearly an outline of a girl's face.
I knew there was something in that window.
There's no way for anyone to get up there.
It's absolutely impossible. They'd have to be 20 feet high. But I felt it there.
My wife said she felt a presence by that window, but she didn't want to say anything at the time.
I'm glad he caught that picture because it tells me that the feeling that I had was true.
The basement of the Palmer House is the most scary part. We'd heard ghost stories of activity in the basement, so we had the owner, Kelly, bring us downstairs, and she gave us a tour. It has the old flagstone foundation. It's quite creepy.
I noticed that there was actual fieldstone that was burnt and blackened from a fire. Knowing the history of the hotel, from the Sauk Centre House or a brothel to the Palmer House Hotel, it's as if both time frames merge.
I wanted to document anything that happened down there, so I brought a camcorder with me.
As we were walking around and we were just kind of looking at things, there was a chair, and I remember looking at it. I remember standing there.
My wife sat in the chair, and immediately she said she heard a baby cry. I said, well, it's just people upstairs. She said, no, I hear a baby cry. Then I heard my wife humming. I thought, okay, this is strange. So I got closer with the camera, and she started rocking. She's humming, she's rocking.
And the very next thing that I remember is me waking up, sitting in the chair.
You okay?
No,
She didn't remember anything that happened there.
What happened?
I don't know.
You were singing, I know that. Like you're singing a lullaby or something.
I don't sing. I don't hum, I don't sing. I'm slightly tone deaf, so it's highly unusual that I did that.
My guess was that somebody took possession of my wife at that moment, and she finally pulled herself back. I was really concerned of what was going on. My guess was that it was a prostitute from the Sauk Center house. Obviously, there was a lot of babies that came about, and they may have died. This must be a grieving mother, came forth and took over my wife, rocking her baby. I really don't want to see that happen to my wife again.
When I snapped out of that, I was actually quite scared.
You okay?
No. I have no idea what happened. I don't like that chair. To this day, I would still answer that, no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with what that spirit did.
I'm scared of that area because of what happened to my wife. She had never been that scared before. She will never, ever sit in that chair again because she is that afraid of that area.
The thing that scares me the most is that everyone thinks that they're in control of their own life and their own being. The fact that that spirit had the capability to take control is really disturbing.
The Palmer House has changed my perspective because I've heard things, I've seen things, and I've experienced things. There's no doubt about it. There's something going on at the Palmer House.
The experiences that I've had at the Palmer House have solidified the fact that there are things that we can't explain, that we don't understand, and they are real.
I was a skeptic before, and not anymore.